Hello, this is Chris from QuadShot Software with the next in the series of videos about OpenTickets Community Edition seating. In the previous tutorial I showed you how you could name all of the individual seats so that they can be sold individually on your website when people go to that particular event. What I'm now going to show you is how to set up pricing for them, and this is going to be in two parts. In the first part we're going to set up default pricing for all of the seats for a particular type of price. Now you can see down here in the bottom right hand side we have an area that controls our price structures. If any of you have previously used our GAMP product, you'll be familiar with the concept of price structures. What we're going to do is we're going to add a couple of price structures. The first one I'm going to add is a pricing structure for our evening performances, and I'm simply going to call it evening. And now if I click down to see the tickets in the structure, you can see I've already set up three tickets in the WooCommerce products area called Matinee Ticket, Evening Ticket, and Premier Row Ticket. So this is for the evening, so it's going to be the evening ticket. And I'm going to update the structure. Now I'm going to add a pricing structure for matinee performances where the tickets will be lower priced. So the pricing structure name is going to be matinee. And this is going to be the matinee ticket. And again, I'm going to update. So what that means is for this entire block of seats, when I create an event on a particular day, I'm going to be able to choose either one of those pricing structures. If it's a performance during the daytime, I can pick matinee. If it's a performance in the evening, I can pick evening. And that way I have the ability to use the same seating chart that I've probably spent a lot of time developing with lots of different pricing structures for different dates. This means that I don't have to constantly recreate the same seating chart. However, there may be some occasions when you want to be able to assign different prices either to different individual seats or different groups of seats. For example, let's suppose that you'd actually like to charge a more expensive price for seats that are in the first 3 rows. This is fairly easy to do. The first thing we have to do is identify the seat that we want to set alternate pricing for. This could either be choosing an individual seat, or it can be a group of seats, and we're going to choose a group of seats. So I'm going to choose the marquee selection tool, and I'm going to select the first 3 rows within the seating chart. Once we've done that, what we can now do is we can go on the right hand side in the properties box. The bottom link here is customize pricing. So if I click on that, the first thing you'll see is all of the seats here that would have this specific pricing applied to them. So I'm going to check the box here that says I want to customize pricing for these zones. I want to be able to charge more for the front row seats during the evening performance. So what I'm going to do is remove the existing $35 ticket, and I'm going to add the $45 ticket, Premier Row ticket. And as I say, you can do this with any selection. You can have multiple different selections on your seating chart that could have different pricing that overrides the default should nothing else be applied. Having done this, you don't need to do a save. It's already taken care of. If we just close the structure down, if we now expand, if we now check this, so for example, let's have a look and see what the pricing is. So if we go to one of our regular seats, you can see that the ticket in its structure is a regular evening ticket at $35. However, if I choose the front row seat and check its pricing, you'll see that it's now a premier row seat at $45. So this gives you a lot of control over how to set pricing for different individual seats or groups of seats that you've created on your chart.